Every Easter American spend billions on chocolate bunnies, chocolate eggs, and every seasonal chocolate imaginable. Most people choose by packaging familiar brands or price. But the best-selling Easter chocolate for kids in America is not technically allowed to call itself chocolate under federal standards. The minimum standard for milk chocolate in the US requires just 10% cacao. In Europe, that number is 25%. Many things labeled chocolate here would not qualify across the Atlantic. There are chocolate bunnies that cost $1 and others that cost $8. Same shelf, same shape, same word on the front. But the top 3 names on the ingredient list tell 2 completely different stories. So out of all the Easter chocolate on American shelves right now, which brands are selling real chocolate and which are selling sugar and vegetable oil in pretty packaging? I spent 2 months flipping over every package to find the answer. And the results were not what I expected. The most popular Easter chocolate in American Easter baskets is not allowed to call itself chocolate under federal standards. And you might be buying it for your family without knowing. That is Palmer, one of the largest seasonal chocolate makers in the country. Palmer sells millions of bunnies every Easter at about $1 each. But pick one up and read the packaging carefully. It does not say chocolate. It says chocolate flavored. That word changes everything because it means this product fails the FDA standard for real chocolate. What leads the ingredient list sugar, hydrogenated vegetable oil, and whey? No cocoa butter, the ingredient that creates the smooth melting sensation you associate with chocolate. Palm oil instead. And the difference is not just on the label. Real chocolate melts smoothly because cocoa butter dissolves right at body temperature. Palm oil does not. It leaves a waxy film on the roof of your mouth that never quite goes away. The flavor is sharp, one-dimensional sweetness with none of the depth that comes from real cacao. If you have ever bitten into a chocolate bunny that felt like chewing sweet-flavored candle wax that was compound chocolate. Palmer was sued by 3 California district attorneys for misleading advertising on their too tall bunny. And here is the most interesting part. Palmer also makes a Peter Rabbit line using real chocolate with cocoa butter. Same company, 2 products, 2 completely different standards. They know how to make real chocolate. They choose not to for the cheap line. On a tight budget, Palmer gets the job done. But you should know what is inside. Next time you pick up any Easter chocolate, look for the word flavored. If it is there, that is not real chocolate. But if you pay more for the most famous chocolate brand in America, assuming it must be better, yes, it is real chocolate. The ingredient list just shows you are getting less of it than you think. Hershey's is real chocolate. Nobody argues that, but compare what leads the ingredient list on a Hershey's bunny with the brand at the end of this video and you will see exactly how much real chocolate you are paying for. Hershey's has been part of millions of American childhoods since the early 20th century and is the national chocolate icon. But flip that Easter bunny over and read the ingredients. Cocoa butter, the most expensive ingredient and the one responsible for real chocolate's signature flavor and melt, sits in 4th position. On the number 1 brand at the end of this video, it sits 2nd. Same word chocolate on the front, very different amounts of real chocolate inside. Hershey's uses something called PGPR. No need to remember that name, just what it does. It lets the manufacturer use less cocoa butter while the chocolate still flows into molds. Still real chocolate, but with less of its most valuable ingredient. Hershey's says this does not replace cocoa butter, but it allows them to use less. Less cocoa butter means milder chocolate flavor and a different feel on the tongue. Eat Hershey's right next to a chocolate with more cocoa butter, and the difference is immediate. Ever tried that comparison? To be fair, Hershey's is real chocolate affordable with a familiar taste millions love. Compared to Palmer, it is a big step up. But here's a simple way to evaluate any Easter chocolate. Read the ingredient order. The closer cocoa butter sits to the top, the more real chocolate is inside. But if the hand reaches for Cadbury thinking it is British chocolate, there is something to know about who actually makes it. Cadbury bought in America and Cadbury sold in London. Look the same share, the same name, nearly identical packaging, but they are not the same product and not made by the same company. Cadbury sold in the US is manufactured by Hershey's under a licensing deal. Same name, different factory, different formula, different country. You think you are buying British chocolate. You are buying Hershey's in a Cadbury wrapper. And here's a detail that makes it even more striking. In 2015, Hershey's actually blocked the import of British-made Cadbury into the United States to protect their licensing agreement. It went to court and Hershey's won. That means it is not just that American Cadbury happens to be different. The company actively prevents the real British version from reaching your shelf. You pay extra for this Cadbury name and the expectation of British quality, but the product inside has an ingredient profile nearly identical to Hershey's same approach to reducing cocoa butter. Cadbury cream eggs and mini eggs contain slightly more cocoa butter than a standard Hershey's bunny, but the difference is marginal. That premium pays for the name, not for meaningfully better chocolate. Want to check? Look at where it was manufactured on the packaging. If it says manufactured in the USA, Hershey's made it. To be fair, creme eggs and mini eggs are iconic Easter products with fun shapes, familiar flavors, and a distinctive eating experience. Buying them because you enjoy that specific product makes complete sense. But paying a premium because you think it is British chocolate is paying for a label, not an origin. When chocolate is just a thin shell on the outside, the question shifts from, is this good chocolate, to what percentage of this is actually chocolate? If you put Reese's eggs in your Easter basket thinking they are Easter chocolate, try cutting one in half. The chocolate layer is thinner than you expect. Reese's part of the Hershey's family never claims to be a chocolate bar, but sitting on the Easter shelf next to chocolate bunnies, many people buy it as if it belongs in the same category. Cut that egg open and most of the weight is sugar and peanut butter. The chocolate is just a thin coat on the outside. What seems like Easter chocolate is really candy with a chocolate shell. And here is something that even Reese's fans might not realize: the Easter egg shape is not the same as a regular Reese's cup. The cup has that ridged edge that creates a specific chocolate to peanut butter ratio. The egg does not. The egg shape holds significantly more filling relative to its chocolate shell, which means the percentage of actual chocolate in a Reese's egg is even lower than in a standard cup. This is a lesson about format. A solid chocolate bunny delivers 100% chocolate. Filled eggs and shapes typically deliver only 20 to 30%, with the rest being filling. If the goal is real, Easter chocolate, choose solid over filled. That is the simplest way to ensure the purchase is chocolate and not a sugar filling wearing a chocolate coat. To be fair, Reese's makes great candy, and the peanut butter chocolate combo is a classic. At least this brand is honest about what it is. Choosing Reese's out of love for Reese's makes perfect sense. Just know this is candy, not a chocolate gift. But there is a store brand at about $2 with a cleaner ingredient list than Hershey's, and most people walk right past it. A $2 chocolate bunny sits right next to a $5 Hershey's bunny on the same shelf. Shorter ingredient list, cleaner formula, no additives to reduce cocoa butter. Almost nobody picks it up. Target favorite day. Target's store brand sells Easter chocolate at about $2 per bunny. When I first placed its label next to Hershey's label, I could not believe what I was reading. Shorter list, simpler formula, real chocolate with no shortcuts. Half the price. And this was not a one-time find. I compared store brands at Walmart, Kroger, and Target against name brands on the same shelves. The pattern repeated everywhere: store brands, cheaper ingredients, simpler, cocoa butter higher on the list. This was the biggest lesson from 2 months of research. Higher price does not mean higher quality. A famous name does not mean better ingredients. The reason is straightforward: store brands do not pay for Super Bowl ads where 30 seconds costs $7 million. No licensing fees, no shelf placement fees. Those savings go into ingredients. To be fair, Target favorite day does not taste special. Fine is the honest word. This is a value pick, not a flavor pick. Try this next time at the store. Grab a store brand and a name brand from the same shelf, flip both over, compare side by side. The shorter, simpler list usually wins. Try it, the result will surprise you. During my research, I found a brand with a short ingredient list: whole milk instead of skim, milk blended with milk fat, and when that chocolate melts on the tongue, the reason shorter is better becomes obvious. That brand has been around for over 100 years, and its price will surprise you. There is a brand where the chocolate melts on the tongue, and the sensation is completely different from Hershey's, from Cadbury, from everything in this video so far. That approach started in 1923 with a recipe most of the industry forgot. Here's the strangest thing I found. The $2 Target bunny has a cleaner ingredient list than the $5 Hershey's. The store brand at Kroger does too. Walmart too. This pattern repeats everywhere. And it raises a question: why can a store brand with no laboratory and no research budget make cleaner chocolate than a corporation worth billions? The answer is not that they cannot. Every manufacturer knows how to make better chocolate. The only question is whether they choose to. So is there a brand on American shelves that actually makes that choice? Real chocolate short ingredient list at a price that does not break your budget. And when a brand drops every shortcut and uses nothing but whole milk and cocoa butter, what does that chocolate actually taste like? I found the answer in a brand where the chocolate melts on your tongue and you taste real whole milk instead of recombined dairy. The difference is clear from the first bite, and that brand has been doing it since 1923. In 1923, a couple in Denver started selling chocolate with a simple idea. The industry had abandoned use whole milk instead of separating it and recombining with milk fat. A century later, Russell Stover still follows that approach, and the ingredient list is short enough to count on one hand. Russell Stover is the first brand on the buy list for a specific reason. Place its label next to Hershey's and the difference is immediate. Hershey's uses skim milk and milk fat, separately splitting the milk apart and reassembling it. Russell Stover uses whole milk, the original ingredient, untouched. That sounds small, but it represents two completely different philosophies. One uses the ingredient as it comes. The other takes it apart and re-engineers it. The result, Russell Stover has a noticeably more natural milk flavor, smoother texture, and cleaner finish. The chocolate still leans sweet and cocoa butter is present, but not yet dominant. A clear step up from everything ranked 10 through 6, but not yet premium. Prices comparable to Hershey's ingredients are simpler, no shortcuts. For real Easter chocolate at a mass market price, Russell Stover is the starting point. But there is a brand owned by the same company behind M&M's and Snickers that consistently wins blind taste tests against both Hershey's and Russell Stover. This brand comes from the company that makes Snickers and M&M's, but in every blind taste test I found it ranked above Hershey's and Russell Stover. Dove, owned by Mars Incorporated, is the chocolate line Mars takes most seriously. Unlike the candy bars, Dove has higher cocoa butter, no shortcuts, and Mars grinds this chocolate longer than most mass-market producers. When Dove melts on the tongue, the smoothness is immediately different from Hershey's or Russell Stover. Richer chocolate flavor, less aggressive sweetness, cleaner finish. The difference is clearest eating Dove, right after Hershey's same sitting, same temperature. Here is what matters. You do not need to pay Lindt or Godiva prices to get chocolate meaningfully better than Hershey's. Dove sits on your regular grocery shelf at a mid-range price, delivering quality well beyond what the packaging suggests. And Dove does something no other brand on this list does. Open the foil wrapper, and there's a short message printed inside a small personal note that changes with every piece. It sounds like a minor detail, but it turns eating chocolate into a small daily ritual. And it helps explain why Dove has one of the most loyal customer bases in American chocolate. Next time at the Easter display, grab Dove and Hershey's together. Compare what leads the ingredient list. Dove is shorter, cleaner, cocoa butter higher. The limitation, Dove's Easter packaging is unimpressive. It does not feel like a gift. This is chocolate for personal enjoyment. If the willingness is there to pay more for Belgian chocolate, there is a twist about the real origin worth knowing first. This brand puts Belgian chocolate on every package. But the Easter product sold in America is made in America by a Turkish corporation. Godiva, the brand most Americans consider the symbol of Belgian chocolate, has been owned by Yıldız Holding, a Turkish food conglomerate, since 2007. Those words Belgian chocolate are heritage marketing, not origin labeling. The product is made at a US factory, not imported from Belgium. And there is an important distinction that the label quietly skips over. Belgian style and Belgian made are not the same thing. Belgian style means the recipe draws on Belgian chocolate traditions. Belgian made means the chocolate was actually produced in Belgium. Godiva's American Easter line is Belgian style, not Belgian made. That premium is partly paying for a geographic association that the fine print does not fully support. To be clear, Godiva's chocolate is genuinely good. Solid ingredients, cocoa butter, high on the list, no shortcuts. The flavor is deeper than Dove, the finish is clean, and the packaging creates a genuine premium feeling when opened. Let Godiva and Dove melt side by side on the tongue. The difference is in the depth and layering of cacao flavor. Godiva is richer, more complex. As a gift, the unboxing experience impresses. But paying extra believing it is imported from Belgium means paying for a narrative, not a provenance. The next brand is a true American original from San Francisco, belonging to the same parent as number one. A chocolate shop opened in San Francisco in 1852. That company now belongs to the same group as the #1 brand, but they keep completely separate recipes like siblings sharing a house but cooking in different kitchens. Ghirardelli, the oldest premium American chocolate brand still operating as part of the Lindt and Sprungli group. Same parent company as #1, but Ghirardelli keeps its own identity and recipe. Cocoa butter is the primary fat, no shortcuts production, far more meticulous than mass market. American chocolate is made to Swiss standards. Bold, smooth, rich. The cacao taste is more pronounced than Godiva's, and Ghirardelli has something unique on this list. A distinctly traditional American chocolate character, deeper and less sweet than Hershey's, but still recognizably American, not European. What impressed me most, the seasonal Easter products maintain the same quality as the year-round line. No corner cutting for holidays. Have you ever compared a brand's seasonal chocolate to its regular line? At many brands, seasonal quality drops noticeably. Not here. The price is premium and Easter products can be hard to find everywhere. Ghirardelli yields the top spot to a brand that pushes cocoa butter even higher. The #1 brand does something none of the others manage: cocoa butter in second position right after sugar ahead of milk. The best chocolate on the shelf reveals itself with one move: red. What leads the ingredient list? On this brand, cocoa butter is second. Lindt Gold Bunny, the global Easter icon with the red bow and tiny bell, comes from a Swiss maker founded in 1845. In 1879, Rodolphe Lindt figured out that grinding chocolate continuously for hours instead of minutes transformed the texture from gritty sand into something that dissolved on the tongue like silk. Every Lindt product still follows that principle. The Gold Bunny is not a cheap holiday version. Lindt holds the same Swiss standards for seasonal products as for year-round. What leads the ingredient list? Sugar, cocoa butter, milk? Cocoa butter second, right after sugar, before milk. Compare across the full journey. At Palmer, cocoa butter does not exist. At Hershey's, fourth position. At Lindt, second. That is the payoff of everything you have learned in this video. When you let a Lindt Gold Bunny melt on your tongue, the difference is immediate. Cocoa butter melts at body temperature, which is why real chocolate dissolves on your tongue instead of clinging like wax. The sensation is silk smooth, the cacao is clear, the finish leaves nothing behind. I remember eating a Lindt Gold Bunny right after a Hershey's Bunny. The difference needed no words. Your tongue just knows. The Gold Bunny runs $6 to $8 each. If you need to buy in bulk for an egg hunt, the budget adds up fast. This is chocolate for savoring, not for scattering across the yard. Where cocoa butter sits on the ingredient list tells you whether you are buying chocolate or buying sugar and vegetable oil. After 10 brands, 3 rules will help you evaluate any Easter chocolate without remembering a single brand name. First, if the package says flavored, it is not real chocolate. Real chocolate never needs that word. Second, read what leads to the ingredient list. The closer cocoa butter sits to the top, the more real chocolate you are getting. Third, price means nothing without the ingredient list. A $2 store brand can be better than a $5 name brand. And these rules do not stop at Easter. Next time a regular chocolate bar catches your eye at the checkout, flip it over. The same 3 checks work on any chocolate, any shelf, any time of year. These rules are true today, true a decade from now, and true for every chocolate product in this country. What brand is in your fridge this Easter? Have you ever flipped the package and read what leads to the ingredient list? If you want to understand the food you eat every day with this kind of depth and honesty, subscribe. Remember, Palmer itself, bottom of this list, also makes a line with real chocolate and cocoa butter. Same company, 2 standards. They know how to do it right. They choose not to. Next time you pick up a chocolate bunny, flip it over, read the top 3 ingredients. They will tell you everything.